And welcome back to the beautiful Surge Stables here in Bengaluru, where day 2 is just about to get started with our first rider in at 7:30 a.m. I'm Diane Penny.
And I'm Dhruv Futnani. Yesterday we had almost 100 entries through the day. The small tour was excellent. We had 6 clear rounds. We had Navya, we had Geethika, we had Ajey coming through in the top 3 placings. Could be anybody's game today.
Surge. This is not just another day. The sunlight shines and shows me the way. Surge. Surge. We can be gentle, there's no need for force. Love is the vibe with you and me and my horse. Surge. You can't explain it unless it's real. And the feeling of victory is something I feel. I know I can do this. This is my course. It's only my thoughts, me and my horse. You might feel like the world is standing still, and sometimes things can go against your will. That is the time to put your cards on the table. Just eat, sleep, ride, repeat at Surge Stable. Surge.
Welcome everyone to the Surge Stable. We start things off day 2 with the small tour.
Yes, and we have 17 competitors this morning in our small tour, joining us back from yesterday. And our small tour, of course, is beautifully set up by our international course designer, Mr. Yusuf Al Mahmoudi, joining us all the way from the UAE and supported in the judges box this morning by Colonel R.S. Yadav.
And we are getting started with the course fly-through. You can see things starting off with jump number 1, which was going towards the entry of the main arena, turning right to a nice red and white oxer. Moving on to the Surge Stable filler jump at number 3. And a nice left-hand turn clubhouse section of the arena to jump number 4, which is a pretty straightforward white and blue vertical. And the riders will make their way to a one-stride combination at 5, 5A, 5B. They go all the way around jump number 2 and jump number 9 to reach jump number 6. And a related distance between 6 and 7. 7 is the red and white and pink oxer with the filler at the bottom. The riders will then turn to the right hand side and come up to the combination at 8. Pretty straightforward vertical to vertical. Right alongside the judges box. And then they will have a bending line from 8 to 9. Riders will make a right-handed turn to the yellow and black, jump number 10, and finally bending to the left to the bumblebee jump at jump number 11 and cross the finish line. So in today's competition, it will be against the clock following table A, article 220.2.1.1. The heights for the small tour have gone up to 115 centimeters. The speed the riders need to maintain would be 350 meters per minute. Length of the course 450 meters. Time allowed 78 seconds. A total of 11 obstacles and 13 jumping efforts.
Yes, and we will be welcoming into the arena our, as I said, 17 riders this morning, and we will be starting off with Geethika Tikkisetty riding Valentin. She'll be followed by Saravanan Obito, Mir Azam riding Beliz Pong, Jaden D'Souza on Nemo 5, Aadya Esha on Islao Lauvo, and Manya Barnaby bringing up our first 6 riders in our small tour. Of course, we're waiting for all of them to complete their course walk, which is all pretty much over, and we will be seeing them all warming up in the warm-up arena, getting their horses ready for what will be a very exciting day 2 here at the Surge Equestrian League.
And just to remind our viewers, on day 1, the top 6 riders, we had in 6th place Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain, in 5th place Sresht Mantena on Quintani, Mohammad Ali on Watermolen was placed 4th, Geethika Tikkisetty on Valentin was placed 3rd, Ajey Shiva on Koko Kannan was placed 2nd, and winning the competition was Navya Anupati on Valentica. I think we have all 6 of these riders coming back today. We had a total of 6 clear rounds in the small tour on day 1, so an excellent performance by these riders. Today the course is a little more technical, certainly going to be more challenging, but I think these riders are up to the task. They're raring to go, and should be interesting to see how many clear rounds we have today. But I think most of the riders know that a clear round is going to be required to be in the top placings.
And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our first rider this morning, Geethika Tikkisetty on Valentin, head number 12, and of course representing Surge Stables.
Oh, she's had a refusal at the very first jump. Unfortunately, Geethika has been unseated from the horse. She landed on her feet, so looks like she's okay. Something about that jump number 1 with the blue and white filler that Valentin was not impressed by. So unfortunately, our first rider is eliminated from the competition. And we have the ground team just fixing that jump number 1, putting it back into place.
Yes, and while we wait for the judges to signal their happiness with that, we have Saravanan joining us on Obito, head number 4, representing Kovai Stables.
So Obito is a young stallion. He was bred in India. He's been jumping for a while in the hands of Saravanan, representing Kovai Stables, doing a fabulous job with his young horse. He's gone from strength to strength over the last few shows. So looking for a good way to get things started over here in the small tour. And once again, once the judges have given the bell, that indicates the ground and the timing devices and everything else is ready to go. The riders have to wait for the bell. If they start without the bell, they would be eliminated. And the riders have a maximum of 45 seconds to get started.
And Saravanan and Obito are off onto a flying start and clear through fences 1 and 2 as they head into the Surge Stable number 3.
Yeah, this is a very interesting line from 2 to 3 to 4. Comes off a sharp turn on the side of the arena, and then they got a bend to the right and then bend to the left. And you can see Saravanan is not pushing too much, but for the riders who are going to be going for a very fast time, I think the line from 2 to 3 to 4 is really going to test them.
Absolutely, and just as we got to fence number 6, unfortunately a pole has gone down there, so picked up 4 faults. And now heading into fence number 9 and coming into our last 2 fences of this round.
This is an interesting fence. We call it the jalebi fence because of all the circles. I don't think it'll trouble any of the horses. And we have Saravanan and Obito completing the round with just 4 jumping penalties. So a good way to get things started.
So well done to our first rider for completing that course. There are 4 penalties. We are waiting for the final to be confirmed by our judges. But next in the arena, we welcome Mir Azam riding Beliz Pong, head number 90, and representing Nasa Polo. Just waiting now for the judges to give their bell for Mir Azam to begin his course, and there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. So he will start getting himself ready to come forward and present at fence number 1.
So Mir Azam, definitely one of the youngest riders in this competition, doing a great job. They've brought the horses all the way from Hyderabad, so we have plenty of competitors and horses from all over the country competing at the Surge Equestrian League.
Yes, and we were just talking earlier about how great it is to see so many riders coming out to support, and unfortunately there is a run out there at fence number 3 for Mir and Beliz Pong, but representing now.
Nicely done. So he completes it on the 2nd attempt and gets through jump number 4. So Beliz Pong, of course, one of the more experienced show jumpers, jumps with plenty of momentum, so ideally suited for speed classes like what we are seeing today. And that's the 2nd refusal on the course. So unfortunate for Mir Azam, 2 refusals on the course results in elimination.
Yes, and coming into the arena now, we have Aadya Esha joining us on Islao Lauvo. She is in head number 76 and representing Surge Stables, just outside a podium yesterday, and she will definitely be hoping for a better result in this small tour class for this combination.
So looking for our first round of the morning. Let's see if Aadya Esha on Islao can give us that. We had plenty of clear rounds yesterday in the small tour, so the more challenging course is giving a few problems for the riders. But she started off really well, clears 1 and 2, approaching the Surge Stable 3, and then the sharp turn to jump number 4. So she is cutting some of the turns. That should certainly help her with putting up a good time. And she has element 5B down. So 4 penalties on the board for Aadya. Just the slightest of taps with the front legs and the pole went down.
Yeah, and just coming in a little deep on 6 and managed to do okay and not knock down any faults there. Now looking for her fence number 8, which is the combination right here in front of the judges' box.
Once again, just to remind the viewers, 78 seconds is the time allowed. So the riders need to complete the round in less than 78 seconds to avoid any time penalties.
And beautifully cleared there on the final fence in a time of 70.85 with just 4 jumping penalties.
So we have 2 riders at the moment with 4 jumping penalties. And the next rider entering the arena is Manya Barnaby, representing the Embassy International Riding School. Bell is given and she is ready to get things started. We'll start with the blue and white filler at jump number 1.
And looking very confident out there at the moment, looking and forward, which is nice to see from Barnaby. And opting to take the wide line around fence number 11 to prepare for fence number 4.
Nicely done. I think she's looking at putting a clear round on the board. We haven't had a clear round yet. So if she can complete the round without any penalties, that would put her in the lead.
And again, electing the wide line, but you could see the encouragement coming from the rider there. And Barnaby is responding. A little hesitation there over fence number 7, but now coming towards our combination of fence number 8. And so far, looking very good in this round for Manya and Barnaby. Final 2 fences.
Yep, she's riding really confident, keeping the horse going, and only one more fence to go.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our first clear round of the morning in a time of 71.01 goes to Manya and Barnaby from EIRS.
So that's going to put her in the lead at the moment. She is the only rider with a clear round. And she's set a good time, putting plenty of pressure on the riders who are coming up next, not only to have a clear round, but to do it in faster than 71.01 seconds.
Next in the arena, we welcome Mohammad Ali. He is riding Watermolen in head number 7 from Velour Riding. Now, Mohammad came in yesterday on podium in 4th place, and he is a very competitive rider, and I'm sure he will be out there to do even better in today's competition.
Absolutely. I think he was one of the riders in the small tour that impressed me the most. He had a wonderful round. The horse was well in control. And of course, yesterday was a 2-phase competition. But I think the entire round against the clock is actually going to work to his benefit. And he's been riding really well. So let's see if he can keep that momentum going. He's taking the inside line from 3 to 4. Well ridden. That was keeping the balance going. He turned in sharp, but he kept the horse going. So beautiful riding by Mohammad Ali on Watermolen.
Electing again to take the inside bend for fence number 6. Little rattle, but has stayed up, and now coming in with another tight turn in the approach to fence number 8A and B. Very well ridden down the long side in front of the judges, and very positive entry into fence number 9. Final 2 fences.
Yeah, what's nice to see is he's not rushing it too much. He's making the turns, he's keeping the momentum going, and he's going to have a much faster clear round, 59.29, more than 10 seconds faster. So he has put himself well in the lead.
And that was a beautiful round there by Mohammad and Watermolen. But now coming into the arena, we welcome Prithiv Krishna on Zara, head number 10, and representing Kovai Stables.
And I think Zara is also a horse which has done really well in the speed classes, so should be in with a really good chance today.
And you can see Zara is ready to go. And Prithiv will decide to take a inside turn there. A bit unsettled on that attempt into fence number 2.
Yeah, I think going left and right from 1 to 2, I'm not sure if that saved him much ground, but this turn has certainly saved him a few seconds. 3 to 4, ridden brilliantly. And he has jumped number 5A down. That was the slightest of taps with the hind legs. He's starting to lose a little bit of focus now. He's got another fence down, which was jump number 6.
And this may be also the pressure of the previous rider setting such a fast time. The competitors to follow know what they have to do and go in very, very positively, and sometimes poles do drop. So here coming into our final fence, and with the 8 jumping penalties, has finished in a time of 57.62, so definitely very quick, but carrying those 8 penalties.
Yeah, so that was a time that would have put him in the lead. Unfortunately, the 2 fences down is going to hurt his chances of being on the podium. But a wonderful round nonetheless by Prithiv Krishna on Zara. Again, with speed classes, you really have to make that choice whether you're going to risk it all and go for the win. And sometimes if it doesn't pay off, you just move on forward.
Next in the arena, our 6th place podium finisher yesterday, Yashas, Tupakula on Freezing Rain from FSS. We do always love watching Freezing Rain going around. He has a character of sorts, but he has had a wonderful weekend so far.
Absolutely, and this is one of the horses which can probably do this course, I would guess, in 55 seconds if he really wanted to. But the question really is, does he want to do it today? He's taken the wider turn from 1 to 2. That certainly costed him a little bit of time. I think his focus right now will be on having a clear round. Yeah, I think he's realized that taking the longer turns with this horse will help him a lot, because Freezing Rain does get a little upset when there's too much input from the rider. He likes to jump with a lot of momentum, and doing a wonderful job so far. Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain.
And so far, over fence number 7, we have kept everything up, so clear, coming through into our combination at 8. So now forward into our final 2 fences. It does look like Yashas is looking for the clear round.
Yep, 1 fence to go. And this could be clear round number 3, 71.94. A good time. I think he lost maybe about 5 seconds in that little disagreement between jumps number 1 and 2, but pulled it back together. Good round for the young rider. That's going to put him in 3rd place at the moment.
Yes, it is always great to see sometimes the riders making the decision to opt for a clear round and having a positive finish instead of racing in. And Yashas was definitely very, very in tune with Freezing Rain in that round, and really does help to build confidence for the horse as that partnership develops.
Absolutely. I think this is the first competition I've seen this horse rider partnership working together. So they're going to go from strength to strength and get better in the days to come.
So no pressure for our next rider, Navya on Valentica. They placed 1st yesterday, and I'm sure after that wonderful round by Mohammad Ali, Navya will be wanting to do even better. So let's see how this partnership fares.
Absolutely. After winning yesterday's round, I think there's going to be plenty of pressure on her to have a double. We've seen a few riders do that in the past, not too many. But if she can do that, that would be a fabulous performance, considering I think this is the first show that she's actually competing on Valentica. So a new partnership, and it's happening really well. So Valentica had her ears pricked in front, looking at that surge stable jump number 3.
Yes, and a little hesitation there at fence number 4, but you can see the different style of riding here from Navya and Valentica. It's much more flowing, which Valentica really likes, and unfortunately knocks down fence number 6, just came in a little tight over that turn and has picked up 4 penalties, now coming forward into the double in front of the judges' box. Lost a little bit of momentum there coming off the turn, but has kept those fences up.
Yeah, doesn't look like she's going for an incredibly fast time, but she's keeping it consistent. And I think that was one of the reasons she was successful yesterday. 1 more fence to go for Navya on Valentica. 69.02 was the time, but the 4 penalties are definitely going to put her out of the top 3 or 4 placings. We've had 3 clear rounds at the moment, so we've had 3 clear rounds and we've had 3 riders with 4 penalties, so the timing will come into play.
Yes, and next in the arena we have Sanjit Kanumilli. He's riding Alaba, head number 14 and representing HPRC.
So Sanjit had a very impressive round yesterday. And he took it really easy, so he gave the horse plenty of time and opportunity to get used to the conditions. So a very relaxed round yesterday. I think he may want to push Alaba a little more today if he's going to be looking for a podium finish.
Yes, yesterday he was just outside, placing 7th. So he will definitely be wanting to do a little bit better. And I think the speed class does sit much better with Alaba.
Yeah, he's taking the outside lines. So that's going to add a few seconds to his time. But once again, the leader had a time of 59.29, which was miles ahead of the others. So doesn't need to beat that time, but he can still be on the podium.
Yes, so is electing for the outside lines here. So looks like we are going predominantly for a clear.
Got into a spot of bother at the first fence. Got in too close. But that being a vertical to vertical, I think Alaba has enough experience to get him out of it. And does so, keeping all the poles up. So going for a clear. And he's going to get it, 70.11. So a good time on the board for Sanjit Kanumilli on Alaba. He will be in second place, I'm told. So fabulous performance. So Watermolen and Mohammad Ali set a time of 59.290. I'm not sure anyone's going to be able to beat that today. And Sanjit on Alaba, 70.110, puts himself in second place. In third place is Manya, 71.010. And in fourth place was Yashas, 71.940. So 70 seems about the normal time for this course. Of course, Mohammad Ali putting in a blazing round to get under 60 seconds.
Yes, and we're just waiting for our next rider to join us, and I believe on his way in now we should be having Saravanan on Luka in head number 16 from Kovai Stable. And we are now into our last 4 riders in our small tour this morning.
Well, Saravanan and Luka, both very experienced in the speed classes. They're in with a chance. And Luka has the perfect build for a horse in a speed class. Quick strides, fast to turn. He's just charting out the course once more in his mind. So we know Saravanan is in it to win it. He's going to give it 120%. Let's wait and see.
Yeah, and Saravanan likes to use all of the time given to him once the bell is gone. All riders do have just 45 seconds before they do need to cross the start line. But Saravanan usually does time that perfectly. And he is off on his round, first fence clear. And yes, electing there to take the inside bend, so we know already what he's thinking.
Yeah, I think there are 3 turns in this course which are critical for anyone who wants to be on the top step. And definitely the turn from 3 to 4 is very important.
Coming in a little deep there on fence number 6, but has gone clear through the related distance to 7.
Yep, 7 to 8, another important turn. He's gone all the way around. So a few seconds lost over there, but he's keeping the momentum going. He's keeping the fences up, which is probably the most important at this point of time. He's not too far off the second place time, so he can put himself in second place. Lovely clear round, 64.69. Yep, he split them right down the middle. And he is going to be in second place. Once again, these are tentative results. The final results will be confirmed by the judges.
And welcoming back into the arena, we have Mir Azam on Rikotta this round. He is riding in head number 89, and of course representing NASA Polo.
Yep, certainly looks like he's ready to take on the competition. Rikotta, another horse which has done really well at the junior level, has taken plenty of young riders through some amazing show jumping rounds. Let's see what he can do today.
Yeah, we have seen Mir out already this morning. He was on Beliz Pong, and this looks like a very nice positive start to his round here with Rikotta.
Yeah, he certainly looks more comfortable on Rikotta. I think it's a horse that he's been riding for a longer time. Unfortunately has 5A down, so 4 penalties on the board for him. And jump number 6 goes down as well. So his total is 8 at the moment.
Tap there on both A and B of the 8 fence, but both have stayed up. And now coming through into our final 2 fences for his round.
And the last fence for Mir Azam on Rikotta. Does well, completes the round. A good effort by this young rider. Seems like he had a total of 8 jumping penalties. But I'm sure he's happy that he's completed the round in a very positive way. Give him plenty of confidence for the upcoming competitions.
Absolutely. Next in the arena, we have our second placed podium finish from yesterday, Ajey on Koko Kannan Z, head number 11, representing our home team here at Sresht Stable.
And this horse rider combination is always in the top placings. You can never count them out. They're always in it with a really good chance. I think they've worked a really good partnership now. I've seen them competing over the last few months. Definitely a horse rider partnership you can always look forward to. So choosing to go around the jump for 2, which is definitely a better approach considering the line from 2 to 3 and 4. You don't want to lose too much momentum. And takes the inside line to 4. Well done.
And now heading for our combination in front of our grandstand, and unfortunately misjudged that one and has taken down fence element 5B.
Completely missed that stride, so don't know what happened at that point. Something distracted the horse a little bit and ended up dropping the second element. I think they've got going again, but
Unfortunately, there was a bit of a discussion coming around fence number 9 there, and not really prepared for fence number 6. The fence will need to be rebuilt before they can attempt that again. So there will be an additional 6 seconds added for the reconstruction of the jump there.
that's right. That was his first refusal on the course. The 4 penalties previous to that came from dropping 5B. Yeah, just looked like he missed the stride completely between 5A and 5B and then just kind of lost his way. But looks like they've built it back now and you can get things started. Had a bit of a stumble, so something going on which is upsetting the horse a bit, so deciding to step out of the arena.
I think that pole at 5B definitely played something into that. Koko did not seem happy after that fence coming down, and we saw the refusal at 6 and just not happy going into the element at 7. So retirement there for Ajey and Koko Kannan.
And next in the arena we have Sresht Mantena on Quintani, representing Sresht Stable. Definitely looks like a horse-rider partnership that can fight for the win. So let's see how much Sresht is going to push Quintani through the turns. A couple of interesting turns will put him on the podium. Yeah, he's going the long way around to 2, which is the smart thing to do as long as you can keep the momentum. Yeah, so he's picked up a good amount of pace through 2 and 3. That will save him some time. The inside line to 4. It's just balancing for the combination at 5. Nicely done.
And taking through the inside line. Better preparation here for fence number 6. Not as sharp a turn coming through there. And Quintani has certainly obliged by keeping those fences up and now heading into the combination here in front of the judges' box. Clear through 9 and waiting for our final 2 fences. Time to beat 59.29. We are looking close. And he has dropped.
Looks like jump number 7 went down, so 4 jumping penalties at jump number 7, but a very impressive time. I think one of the fastest rounds today. Unfortunately, the 4 penalties is going to put him back in the placings just a little bit. And we next in the arena is Jaden D'Souza riding Nemo 5 from ARC Mumbai. So once again, Mohammad Ali at the top of the standings on Watermolen. Clear round in 59.290. That is the time to beat. And we've had 5 clear rounds at the moment. So let's see if Jaden can give us clear round number 6. Takes the inside turn. So Nemo 5 definitely a horse which can turn on a dime. Got plenty of balance, a lot of elevation in the front end of that horse, which will give him the advantage to take the sharp turns. He's gone around jump number 9 for jump number 6. So a few seconds lost there, but he's taking the inside turn to 8A.
And this is looking very confident out there for Jaden, and unfortunately dropping the front pole there on fence number 9.
Yeah, so 4 penalties for him, but he's got a fast time, so he can be top of the riders with 4 penalties. We will have to wait and see. 62.52, a good round. I think that should put him just out of the podium places, but yep, that puts him at rank number 7, 62.520.
Yes, and that concludes our class for the small tour. So looking like that time of 59.29 was certainly the time to beat this morning. We are seeing our grounds team moving out to start setting up the course for our next class. But we're just going to wait for the final judges to come back with their results before we make the announcement of our top 6 placed winners.
Absolutely. And the medium tour, the course walk, will start at 8:20 a.m. So about 17 minutes for the ground team to change the fences and get it ready for the medium tour.
Yes, so with this new technical forces, technical course that was laid out this morning by our course designer, we did come down to just 5 clear rounds for our small tour, but there was some wonderful riding by all of our competitors. And we're just waiting for the final results to be confirmed. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our small tour day 2 winners. In 6th place, we have Sresht Mantena riding Quintani S from Sresht Stables.
In 5th place was Yashas Tupakula on Freezing Rain.
4th place went to Manya riding Barnaby from EIRS.
In 3rd place was Sanjit Kanumilli on Alaba.
In 2nd place, we have Saravanan riding Luka from Kovai Stable.
And the winner with a clear round and a super fast time was Mohammad Ali on Watermolen.
So a big congratulations to all of our small tour competitors, and stay with us as we catch up on the highlights of our first class this morning on day 2 here at Sresht.